Well, of course, the situation in the Western Cape is still the most urgent developing story at the moment after the incredible flood damage and the fact that some people still aren't able to move around freely because of the flood waters. Sheila Madiakane is a campaigner for the organisation Reclaim the City based in Cape Town. Sheila, good afternoon to you. You and your members, you campaign for a more equitable Cape Town, a fairer Cape Town. As you see it, how have the floods affected your communities?
The flood did affect the community a lot, because whereas they at Helen Bowden Nurses Home, that we call it the Ahmed Katrada House, it was a lot of a mess this weekend when the flood came. It boomed trees over, the solar lights were affected of it, because the solar lights are giving us light outside the building. So the solar lights been affected by the wind and the rain and the floods, and the trees is also out of the ground where the wind was blowing too strong, and there is some walls that fall also from the flooded of the rain.
We've seen the city and the city of Cape Town, the province of the Western Cape. They're saying they're trying to help as many people as they can. And Sheila, it's an immense flood. I mean, people are suggesting this is the worst flooding we've seen in 50 years, maybe 100 years. Are people seeing help coming through in any way?
I don't see help coming through from the city in Cape Town because of reason why they normally actually doesn't want us in the CBD. They want us in the outskirts where the floods are really bad in the outskirts there because of, if you can see, like in the outskirts, it's a lot of sand. And it's where when we put our shacks on the sand, it's flooded sometimes with water, and the wind comes and blows it over in one moment. So the city doesn't assist us much in the situation that we are, because the crisis that we have in the CBD and in the whole Western Cape, it's because of they do it on their own. They doesn't want to give us houses where we can live with our families. If they can provide us with houses, and I think there will be no damages like that people are without houses, without places to stay with their families, and need to be put in big halls where they can live all because of they don't have shacks, they don't have houses. That is the problem that we are having with the city here in the CBD and in Cape Town the whole. Because of we can't live like that anymore. We need also spaces and houses to live like any human beings.
It's possible that we might see more flooding like this and big storms like this that caused this flooding. What would a future city of Cape Town look like that made sure there was less damage and the people were looked after? How would that Cape Town look?
There is a lot of damages in Cape Town. But because of they have the money to fix, they will fix what is needed for them to fix because of it's their properties. But for the poor that's going to the poorest, they won't mind because of they don't want us in the CBDs. And we want to be in the CBDs. The flooders that we are expecting the flooders because of we normally see over the televisions that what's happening overseas. And Iraq and all those places. People are living very sore and heartbroken there because of the flooded. And we in Cape Town, I think most of us, we don't expect that we can live also like that. And we don't want to be because that is traumatizing. And we don't want to live like that with the flooded. But if they can assist us, a lot of people today, they stay without our homes because of the flooded. And as I was in Eastern Cape this weekend for a funeral, when I came at the pass of the Dorings, we couldn't go through that road there because of the floods and the stones that fall off from the mountain. We had to take another road, and that is whereby the floods it made a lot of damage. And when we came in Cape Town, we saw the damage that was being done by the wind and the rain. So it's the question that we want to ask the city, tell how long must we live like this in the CBD, and how long is it going to take the city to assist people with flooded with hungriness, with damages, are they willing to assist us as poor people to live in the CBD so that we can also see the free life? Because they have a lot of buildings that stands empty, but they doesn't want to put us in those buildings. Because of even the building where I'm staying now, it's just water in people's rooms. It's just water in people's beds because of the rain comes in and the water comes through the walls, and that is the damaging that the water are doing in our houses. And we try our best, and we did try to communicate with them and to have a meaningful engagement with them, to sit around table, to speak to them so that they can assist us. But it doesn't work out, and I think they're not interested in us.
Sheila Madiakane, thank you, a campaigner for the organisation Reclaim the City.